Hello everybody, this is me, MrEvan Productions here, and welcome to episode 188 of Ask MrEvan Productions, also known as the Thanksgiving Special. Yup, that's right. Since yesterday was Thanksgiving, I decided to make this a Thanksgiving special. So, in case if you guys didn't know about Thanksgiving yesterday, which I'm sure you guys already do, then happy late Thanksgiving. So this is going to be the Thanksgiving edition, or the Thanksgiving special, of Ask MrEvan Productions, episode 188. So like usual, so like always, let's go ahead and answer the questions, just like we always do. Here we go. Southport Corner 2009 asks, how was your Thanksgiving? Well, my Thanksgiving was pretty good. Forrest Rom asks, or says, Forrest Rom says, still always rocking your Nike hat and awesome dark blue shirt. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Wonder Red asks, 1. Are you excited for Thanksgiving? Yes, I was excited for Thanksgiving. And so Thanksgiving was yesterday. 2. What's your opinion on sweet potato pie? I think it's pretty good. 3. Do you like turkey or ham when you're having Thanksgiving? I personally like ham for Thanksgiving. In fact, I had ham just a little while ago, before making this episode. So that's pretty cool. 4. Have you worn your hat backwards before? Not really, no. Aluzook 2016, also known as Aluzook Daniel Tiger Friend of 2025, asks, 1. How was your Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was pretty good. 2. Did you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? I watched snippets of it. But yeah, I did watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. But I only watched clips of it. But the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, I think it's pretty good. I've only seen clips of it. And I still think that the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade special from 2025, it was pretty good from what it was. 3. Thank you for saying happy birthday, even though you forgot to wish me happy birthday through a community post. But that's okay. Well, thank you, Alizook. But yes, I did wish you a happy birthday when you commented on one of my community posts. But I just forgot to wish you a happy birthday on the community post. And that's because I was just busy on Thanksgiving. So yeah, so the reason why I didn't do that is because I was just busy on Thanksgiving. So yeah, I was just busy yesterday for Thanksgiving. And that's why I did not wish you a happy birthday through a community post. But thanks anyway. But I'll make sure to do that next year for 2026. For Thanksgiving 2026, I'll make sure to wish you a happy birthday through a community post. 4. Are you already making your Christmas list? No, not yet, but maybe when December starts, I'll start working on my Christmas list. 5. If you have a fidget toy or a cruise ball, can I see it? Well, absolutely, yes. Because I might do an overview of it, maybe I might do an overview of it maybe sometime soon. If I get a chance to, that would be pretty awesome. 6. Putting on Black Friday, which is today. I think he meant to put yesterday, because Thanksgiving was yesterday, so. But I'll answer it anyway. Putting on Black Friday. Black Friday shopping, I mean, it's kind of good. Kind of good, I guess. I mean, Black Friday shopping is kind of good. But at the same time, Black Friday shopping can just get pretty boring. 7. Do you believe in Santa Claus? If not, then that's fine. I used to believe in Santa Claus when I was a kid. But now I still believe in Santa Claus actually. Despite that I'm 20 years old. But yeah, I still believe in Santa Claus even though I'm 20 years old. But despite me being in my 20s, yes, I still believe in Santa Claus. Even though I'm in my 20s, even though I'm now 20 years old. So like I said before, yes, I still believe in Santa Claus. 8. Opinion on Thanksgiving 2025. Thanksgiving 2025, for me, it was pretty decent, I guess. It was a great time yesterday, and I had a great time. 9. Did you watch a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving? I did, yes. I watched it yesterday. Also the same day as Thanksgiving, and I watched it yesterday. 10. Are you excited for Christmas? Yes, I sure am. I am excited for Christmas. Because Christmas is actually my favorite holiday of all time. 11. Did you eat Thanksgiving turkey or any Thanksgiving foods? Yes, I had mashed potatoes. I had mashed potatoes. I had corn. Okay, sorry about that, but anyways. Yes, I did have Thanksgiving. I did have Thanksgiving food. Like, I had ham. I had corn. Macaroni and cheese. And I had a roll. And they were pretty good. Yeah, thank you for that, Alice. Thank you for those questions, Alice Zook. I really appreciate them. Alright, anyways. Moving on. Red Boy 2009 asks, 1. What's your opinion on bootleg game over screen videos? Well, I'm not really sure. I think they're pretty decent. 2. What is your favorite GTA character? I'm not really sure about that, to be honest, because it's hard to name just one. 3. Which version of Maya the Bee is your favorite? Classic version or CGI version? Definitely the classic version. Excuse me. Definitely the classic version. 4. Do you hate it when people added a creepy image in bootleg game over screens videos? Yes. Absolutely yes. Because those can be pretty creepy at times. 5. What is your favorite Austin Powers movie? Gosh, I have so many favorite Austin Powers movies. But it's hard to name just one. Video Games YT asks, 1. Do you like church? For me, I do. I mean, I remember going to church back on February 2nd of this year. But maybe someday in the future, I would like to go back to church. At some point. 2. Do you do activities with other people that are autistic? Not really. 3. What was your least favorite thing at school back in the day? Well, I had so many least favorite things back in those school days. Like one example, I didn't really like math. Because math was just because I didn't really like math. Because I wasn't really a fan of math, just to begin with. And just to begin with, because math was really hard for me. Because math was really hard for me because sometimes I didn't understand what the answers were. Yeah, no, I also didn't like read. I also didn't like social studies either. But thank goodness those days are over, and I'm already in my 20s. So yeah. All right. Super Mitomo asks, 1. What's your favorite meal to have for Thanksgiving? Well, my favorite meal to have on Thanksgiving is mashed potatoes. 2. Do you think constructive criticism is important? Yes, it is. Constructive criticism is very important. Because we gotta learn how to handle constructive criticism. Even though we already know how to handle constructive criticism. So yeah. 3. Which Blue's Clues host is better, Steve or Joe? 3. Which Blue's Clues host is better, Steve or Joe? I'll go with Steve, because Steve is a classic Blue's Clues host. And I remember watching the Steve episodes of Blue's Clues when I was a kid. I mean, as for Joe, Joe was fine. Joe was okay in my opinion, but he wasn't really one of the best Blue's Clues hosts. I mean, there were some episodes with Joe that I do like, but I only like the Joe episodes without the talking clues, because the talking clues, I just didn't really like the talking clues that much because it ruined the format. It just ruined the format of Blue's Clues. So yeah, I prefer the episodes without the talking clues, because I prefer the format where Steve or Joe teach the viewers how to draw the clues. Because that's the format that I prefer. So yeah. Daniel asks, 1. What's your opinion on Game Mental? I never heard of it. 2. What's your opinion on Gaberino 96? I don't think I've heard of it, to be honest. 3. What's your opinion on Super Guitar Bros? Never played it. 4. What's your opinion on Weiss Drums? I don't think I've heard of it. I don't think I've heard of it. And for the 5th question, never heard of it. Jim Carlo, the Super Mario fan 2006 asks, 1. Do you like that the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with the original Switch games? Yes, I do. And actually, the Switch 2 is actually backwards compatible with the original Switch games. Yeah, and I tried Mario Kart 8 in it. I've actually tried the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the Switch 2, and it works. So this proves that the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with the original Switch games. And besides, I even did a gameplay video on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe not too long ago. I think a couple months ago. 2. Are you excited for Christmas 2025? Yes, I really am. Christmas 2025, in my opinion, it's gonna be so much fun. Thank you for those questions, Jim Carlo. I really appreciate them. Daniel G asks, opinion on Red Robin? I mean, Red Robin, in my opinion, it's pretty decent, I guess. But I've never actually been there. Nickelodeon fan 3.0 asks, 1. What are your thoughts on Bossy Bear 2023? I'm neutral to that show. For me, I'm neutral to that show as well. 2. Do you hate Poppy Playtime? For me, I do. Yes. Absolutely yes. Because Poppy Playtime, I never liked it to begin with. And I'm sure you hate Poppy Playtime too. Because the both of us, we never liked Poppy Playtime to begin with. It should have never existed. So yeah. Alexis does Roblox and Go Anime asks, 1. What's your opinion on DeviantArt? I don't really care about DeviantArt, to be honest. Because I've just never got into it. 2. What's your opinion on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? It's a classic show. It's a classic show from 1968 to 2001. And I really love Mr. Rogers because Mr. Rogers is a great childhood show. So yeah, I might rewatch some episodes of the show someday in the future if I get a chance to. 3. What's your opinion on anime girls? I mean, anime girls they're okay in my opinion, but I just don't have an interest in them. I'm just more focused on other things. 4. What's your opinion on doxers? Oh, I do not like doxers at all. I do not like doxers at all because you know why? Because they often... How can I describe it correctly? Okay, so doxers are basically people that like to dox people's addresses. Like we don't want to dox our address on YouTube. Of course not. Because that would be personal information. So we need to keep our things private. So yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying that we should not dox others. Because that would be bad. Alright. 5. What's your opinion on Fire Burning song by Sing Kingston? I mean, it's a pretty decent song. The 6th question I'd rather not answer, like, should I drink beer? I'd rather not answer that question. You know why. 7. What's your opinion on PlayStation gift card for $100? I mean, pretty decent, I guess. It's pretty decent, but not one of my favorites. 8. What's your opinion on sugar donuts? I don't think I've had them, to be honest. 9. What's your opinion on Talon UK 2K, aka Talon? I don't think I've heard of this user, to be honest. 10. What's your opinion on Burger King? Burger King, in my opinion, it's a pretty good fast food restaurant. 11. What's your opinion on me? You're a pretty good YouTuber. You're a great user. Alright. Joseph Gilmore Reviews and More, also known as Joseph Gilmore's Fantastic Reviews and More asks, what's your opinion on how the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey? It's a great Christmas movie with Jim Carrey. In fact, I might rewatch that movie sometime this year. And that's gonna be so much fun. What's your opinion on cranberry sauce? Cranberry sauce, in my opinion, I mean, it's pretty decent, I guess. Haven't tried it. Nickelodeon Fan 4.0 asks, 1. Do you think the ghost in Molly Mickey should have never been created in the first place? Yes, absolutely. Because that show should have never existed in the first place. But for me, though, I've been avoiding that show, and that's a great thing. 2. Do you hate Planet Shane? For me, I do, because Jimmy Neutron did not appear. Yes, I also hate Planet Sheen as well, because it doesn't have Jimmy Neutron. Because it doesn't have Jimmy Neutron. Nickelodeon Fan 2.0 asks, 1. Do you hate Kid vs. Cat? For me, I do, because the dad scolds Coop and Millie screams so loud. I agree with you. Kid vs. Cat really sucks. 2. Do you think Super Duper Bunny Lechu should have never been created in the first place? For me, I do. Yes. I agree with you there. That show should have never been created in the first place. 3. Do you think SpongeBob SquarePants is better than the Loud House, in your opinion? For me, I do. Oh yes, absolutely. SpongeBob SquarePants is so many times is so better than the Loud House. All right, last question. The last question is from Powerpuff Girls Buzzle Maggie, and Bubblegubby's F asks. Excuse me. 1. What's your thoughts? What is your thoughts on the Mudfree's misadventures in Flapjack? Mine it is okay. It's a pretty decent show, I guess. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it, but it's just a decent show. Oh, and sorry for the stuttering. Sorry for the stuttering, because, you know, that happens. Because I sometimes stutter on my videos, and that's okay, because I'm trying to learn how to pronounce things correctly. 2. Do you love fish hooks? Mine, yes I do, because that show is an underrated show, next to Buzz on Maggie and Little Einsteins. Absolutely, yes. I also love fish hooks too, because Fish Hooks is a great show on Disney Channel. And in fact, I might do a TV show review on Fish Hooks sometime soon. 3. What is your thoughts on nunchucks? It is very okay. Well, nunchucks, in my opinion, it's a decent show. Not really one of my favorites, but it's an okay show. 4. What is your thoughts on Glowbend? For me, it's an okay show. It's an okay cartoon show. Same here. 5. Do you hate Sid the Science Kid? Yes, I do hate Sid the Science Kid because Sid the Science Kid it's just not one of my favorite shows anymore. I mean, it used to be one of my childhood shows, but not anymore because I've outgrown. How can I say this? Okay, sorry about that. Apologies for the stuttering, because, you know, that happens. But as I was saying, because I've outgrown Sid the Science Kid, and it's just not one of my favorite shows anymore. Instead, I prefer Bill Nye the Science Guy way better, because Bill Nye the Science Guy is so much better than Sid the Science Kid. Because, you know, Bill Nye the Science Guy is a classic. But if you like but to anybody out there that likes Sid the Science Kid, if they think the show is their childhood, then that's fine. 6. Do you hate Treeful Tom? Yes, I really do. Because that show is so horrible. Same here. 7. What is your least favorite adult show? Mine is Warner Shouzen. I'm gonna go with Happy Tree Friends, because I don't really like Happy Tree Friends that much. In fact, I can't believe I used to do those reaction videos when Marcus Miller requested me to do those Happy Tree Friends videos. But those videos got blocked because of copyright infringement. But thank goodness I deleted those videos. And I will never do those videos again. So this is why I stopped doing reaction videos, because they often contain copyrighted material. So yeah, it's a good thing I stopped doing reaction videos, and I don't think I'm ever gonna do them again. 8. What is your favorite random cartoon shows? Mine is the Powerpuff Girls 1998, the Buzzle Maggie, and Fish Hooks. Well, my favorite random cartoon shows are Fish Hooks, Gravity Falls, and Phineas and Ferb. Because Phineas and Ferb, Fish Hooks, and Gravity Falls are all good shows. In fact, those shows were part of my childhood. 9. What is your least favorite live-action show? Mine is The Really Loud House. Well, my least favorite live-action show is probably Dino Dan, because I used to get into Dino Dan when I was a little kid, because I can't believe I used to like that show when I was a kid, because it used to be a Nick Jr. show or a Nickelodeon show. And I would often watch Dino Dan all the time when I was a little kid. When I was a kid. But nowadays, I'm not into Dino Dan. I'm not into Dino Dan anymore. But to anybody out there that still likes Dino Dan, but if you're a fan of, but to anybody out there that still likes Dino Dan, and if you're a fan of it, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I can tolerate your thoughts. I can handle your thoughts and opinions. And the last question. 10. Which show is much worse? The Problem Solvers or Almost Naked Animals? Mine is The Problem Solvers, definitely. Even though I don't really care for Almost Naked Animals very much. Mine is definitely The Problem Solvers, because I've never got into that show just to begin with. Alright. There you have it, guys. Episode 188 of Ask Mr. Evan Productions, the Thanksgiving edition, is completed. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Ask Mr. Evan Productions, the Thanksgiving edition. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a like, comment for the questions for the next episode, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, this is me, Mr. Evan Productions, saying goodbye everybody, and that's about it. And once again, happy late Thanksgiving. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.